Good evening, everyone. Out there in YouTube land, introducing peaceful protester, Kelley.
Hello, and welcome to my TV show on the YouTube network with a potential audience of over 2 billion people. Coming to you live from the 3rd Street Promenade in Santa Monica, where I am peacefully protesting and advocating for the homeless here in Santa Monica, and in Los Angeles County, and in California, and the whole US of A, the whole wide world if we could do it, but we have to start somewhere. So we might as well start right where we are, right here in Santa Monica, California. Tell our leaders, our public servants, to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Tell them to build affordable housing right here in Santa Monica. That's right. That's right. We need to be part of the solution and not part of the problem. We need to build more affordable housing right here in Santa Monica and make sure that poor human beings can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while rich people are having space races. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets while we have robots being warehoused and charged up and cleaned up and taken care of, and robots taking jobs from human beings and being taken care of in making sure they're charged up and cleaned up, making sure their cameras are all working just fine. And we have human beings sleeping in the streets. That ain't the way we need to live in the richest, most powerful country in the world. In this 4th largest economy of the whole wide world, California. That's right. Now California is the 4th largest economy. If California was a country, we would be the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world. We just passed Japan as being the 4th largest economy. And still, we are ranked number 19th in spending on public education in this country. How about that, California? How does that happen? You're the 4th largest economy in the whole wide world, and you're ranked number 19 in spending on public education here in California. That's a shame, California. We spend about $19,000 per public school student, and we spend over $105,000 on incarcerated persons. That's right, we need to spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. That's right, we got to get out there. And we got to make sure that every child has the basics, that every child can have a good head start right here in California, and that everybody can have the basics in this richest, most powerful country in the world. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's walk, let's talk, let's walk and talk about peace and love. Let's walk, let's talk, Let's walk and talk about love. Let's walk, talk peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Thank you, peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. Thank you, peace. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about peace and love. Let's sing a song. Let's sing a song about love. Let's sing about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about peace and love. Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's dance to a song about love. Let's dance to peace and love. Hey, hey, hey. That's right, let's dance to peace and love. Let's keep working towards peace and love. And that's what I'm talking about when I talk about making sure everybody has the basics, just spreading the peace and love around a little better, making sure that everybody can thrive and survive in this richest, most powerful country in the whole wide world, in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world, California, in this very wealthy county of Los Angeles, in this very wealthy city of Santa Monica. That's right, we need to make it easier for poor people to live right here in Santa Monica, California. That's right. We've been pushing the poor people out for too long. We've been pushing poor people out of California and out of Santa Monica. Most of these coastal communities here in California, we have 800 miles of public beaches and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. Why is that? We've been pushing the poor people out of these coastal communities for generations. And when you push the poor people out, you're going to push out a lot of people of color. And that means you're going to be more segregated. And that's what's happening to a lot of these coastal cities. They're becoming more segregated. They have the better schools and the better housing and the better this and that, while we push more and more people to low-income areas. And when you put all the people, low-income people together in the same place, when you push all the low-income people together in one area, you're bound to underfund a lot of services and make things worse for those people. You'll see that if you go to those lower-income areas, you're going to find that the schools there are underfunded and not well taken care of. And then you have, California, in Los Angeles County, we have 80 different school districts. That's right. Well, Los Angeles County is a big county, but we have 80 different school districts. And many of those school districts, the kids are doing just great. They're graduating, they're going off to the academic Olympics. But there are many inner city schools that are having problems just keeping the kids in school and not teaching them to read and do math and such. They need to be able to do these things. Hey, Coco, you got a place to go and sleep tonight? Oh, Coco's just passing by. Coco, the little robot with wheels, the little box with wheels that delivers food and other things to people. Coco has a place to go and sleep tonight and get charged up and taken care of, but there are a lot of human beings sleeping on the streets tonight. So we need to remind Coco and Coco's owners that they should make sure for every one of those Cocos they have, that a lot more people have decent places to sleep and live. We need more permanent housing, even right here in Santa Monica. That's right. A little wind kicked up. How you doing, Mike? That's right. We got to keep working towards a better day for everybody. Right here in Santa Monica, California. We need to make sure that we're being part of the solution. And the reason I say that is because Santa Monica, for generations, has pushed poor people out. They've tried to keep up their property value. We got to keep up our property values. We want to help the poor people, but we want to help them somewhere else. That's what they say. You know, when I was running for Santa Monica City Council here this last year, I actually had people say to me, well, we should criminalize homelessness. I told them about, how you doing? Good. And I say no, we should not. Yes. We should not criminalize homelessness. We don't want to do that. We want to stand up for human rights right here. That's right. We're all humans, and we need to stand up for everybody's right to have a decent place to live, food to eat, health care. And we need to speak out against people who would say criminalize homelessness, because that's cruel and inhumane. When I was talking to people about Grants Pass versus Johnson ruling this past summer, the Supreme Court said that now cities and agencies can criminalize homelessness in their cities. And they can tear down their tent cities and give them citations for sleeping on the streets. They can do that now. It's legal, but we need to stand up and tell them no. And that's why I have to thank Santa Monica City Council. This new city council said no, we will no longer give citations for people sleeping with a bedroll or a sleeping bag here in Santa Monica on public place. So we need to keep speaking out for the rights of human beings. That's right. See the people living in the street, ain't got no money, ain't much to eat. They're not too proud to take your crust of bread, just looking for some place to lay their weary heads. What's the problem that brought them here? The story's long and it isn't very clear. So many roads lead to the street, just looking for some place to lay their tired feet. I ain't saying they ain't done wrong. I ain't saying didn't help to bring it on. I'm just saying there must be somewhere they belong, and they're looking for somewhere, yeah, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Peace and love. Have a great night. All these homeless people living in a ditch with all these empty buildings and tax cuts for the rich. I ain't saying you have to give, but everybody has got a right to live, and they're just looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents, gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. One more time here. You can sweep them out your doorway, tear down their tents, gonna keep on coming if you keep on raising rents. I ain't saying you have to do good, but why don't you try letting homeless people move into your neighborhood, Santa Monica? Looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere, looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads. Don't need your swimming pool, don't need your king-size bed, just looking for somewhere to lay their weary That's right. They're looking for somewhere to lay their weary heads, and we could help them. We can make sure that everybody who needs a place to live has one in this richest, most powerful country in the world. We can do it. We can make a difference. You know, we need to show that progressive government can make a difference in people's lives, can lift people out of poverty. It's been done before. The great President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he had a quote. He said, "The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little." That's worth saying again. The test of our progress is not whether we add to the abundance of those who have much. The test of our progress is whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And you know, he did something about it. That progressive government made sure the poor people got lifted out of poverty. And we can do the same thing here in California. We need progressives to stand up here in California, progressive liberal Democrats to stand up and to demand that our state government stand up for human rights right here in California. That we build more affordable housing. I mean, we're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. Get to work on building affordable housing, Governor Newsom. Instead of siding with Grants Pass versus Johnson ruling, you need to be building affordable housing. We gave you $24 billion to build affordable housing and to help the homeless. And what did he do? How you doing, Pete? I'm talking to these people and to you. I'm talking to you and everybody else. We need to tell our government here in California to stand up and build affordable housing, make sure that human beings can thrive and survive in this fourth largest economy of the whole wide world. We don't have to wait on Trump. We don't have to wait for Trump to make things better here in California. We have a Democratic government, and we need them to step up and to get some things done. Right here in Santa Monica, we need our leaders to raise taxes on vacant buildings and buildings used for tourism until we get out of this housing crisis. We need to build affordable housing here. They've been dragging their feet about building any affordable housing in Santa Monica for generations. That's why in 1970, the population of Santa Monica was about 88,000, and today it's just between 89 and 90,000. So while the rest of California grew by 20 million people, Santa Monica grew by less than 2,000 or so, right around there. Santa Monica has this airport property coming to the city in 2028, opening up to the city. We need to build affordable housing on that property, as well as having a big park. But you can't just build a big park there and say, we're trying to help the environment. No, if you're trying to help the environment, you're helping the environment for human beings. And if you're leaving hundreds of thousands of people out on the streets, we're not helping the environment of those human beings. So California, we need to step up. Santa Monica, we need to step up. Show that we care about human beings. We need to raise taxes on the rich, 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 raise taxes on the rich. Oh, I know it's a simple song, but it's a good one. And you say, well, we can't raise taxes under Trump. Well, we can raise taxes right here in California. We can raise the taxes on empty buildings right here in Santa Monica. We can make sure that we are part of the solution and not part of the problem. That we're not waiting for the federal government to do everything, because we don't need to, see? We're the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. I think I've said that a few times tonight. We got plenty. We live in the land of milk and honey. There's no reason for poor people to be sleeping in the streets. We live right next to 800 miles of public beaches, and we have mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. Build affordable housing. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. Don't need no funny clothes. I got thought into my hair. I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no hurries, ain't got no worries, ain't got no blurry eyes. I got the sun in my face. I got some wide open space. Don't need no alibis. I got thought into my hair. I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Ain't got no seasons, ain't got no reasons to need no freezing rain. I got that surf in the sand, my rock and roll one-man band. Don't ride no gravy train. I got thought into my hair. I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Woo-hoo, 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 woo-hoo. Ain't got no money, ain't got no honey, ain't got no runny nose. I got some shoes on my feet so I can run down the street. I got thought into my hair. I got life without care. I got Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna, Juliet and Mama gonna rock and roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! That's right, 800 miles of public beaches here in California, and mostly rich white people living next to those public beaches. A lot of people say you don't need to bring up race. Well, I'm sorry. If we've been segregating for generations and pushing the poor people of color out of your community, somebody needs to bring up race, because Santa Monica is about 70% white, and that's certainly not the demographics of California. We need to make it easier for poor people to live in our community here, and then we'll make it easier for people of color to live in our community, because we still haven't reached an equity in this country. We haven't reached where everybody can afford to. Coco! Hey, Coco, you got a place to sleep tonight? Because there are human beings sleeping on the streets, Coco. Hey, Coco, do you do everything your boss says? I guess you don't ask for a raise, or you don't ask for bathroom breaks or anything like that, huh? Well, listen, tell your owners that there are homeless human beings sleeping in the streets, and we need to make sure that everybody can have a decent place to live in this richest, most powerful country in the world. What do you think of that, Coco? Tell your owners. I know you don't like to talk back to your owners because you're a robot, but we need to have your owners know that human beings need certain things, and it's all right for human beings to need a place to live and food to eat and health care and such. Anyway,
that's being put into these robots should be being put into helping the homeless get housing, have medical care, have food, have clothing, not into the robots. That's where all the money should be going.
I'm with you, Ethan. We should be spending more money on human beings,
yeah,
and less money on robots.
Stop putting robots over people.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
And everybody's.
It's just greed. They got a lot of money. They just gotta get more. These robots. They're using the robots to do that too.
That's right.
They're putting robots instead of people instead of the other way around.
That's right.
Man.
Falling apart here.
Yeah.
They're
It's
using
falling apart already.
they're using robots.
That's right. Greedy, greedy. That's greed. That's all.
They're
They like that. They don't have to pay any.
They're using the
money.
robots
Yeah.
because they don't have to listen to the robot talk back to them or ask them for time off or
a raise. Yeah,
or
that's right.
bathroom breaks or
That's
or a 8-hour day or less.
Yeah.
No, the robots have to do exactly what the owners say.
Of course.
And still, we keep pushing more people out into the streets.
I know.
So we're going to have to raise taxes on the rich. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Are you taking off?
Yeah, taking off.
Good to see you, Ethan. Thank you
right.
for stopping by and introducing me and
You're welcome.
giving us some insights into
Yes.
into what's going on and what we need to work
We
on.
do.
Thank you. Peace.
Let's get right off the street.
That's right. We need to raise taxes on the rich is what we need to do.
Ooh, yeah.
We need to. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather sit around in my underwear than screw the poor and pollute the air. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna die. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. It ain't a crime. Not yet. I'd rather be poor than be filthy or rich. I'd rather live in a box in the bottom of a ditch than be some stealing, cheating ass on bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. I'd rather walk around without a stitch than be some democracy overthrowing son of a bitch. I'd rather be poor than be filthy rich. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that. Where was I? Ah, mama, I don't want to make you sad. Ah, mama, but being poor just ain't that bad. No, it ain't. Ah, mama, I don't want to make you cry. Ah, mama, rich or poor, we're all gonna say goodbye someday. Hopefully not tonight. Let's put it off a little while if we can help it. Now, I don't want you to think that I think all billionaires are evil, bloodsuckers. Some of them are just sick. They're like hoarders or alcoholics or drug addicts. They get a little bit of money and they just got to get more and more and more and more and more. Let's look at Elon Musk. They say he's worth about almost $500 billion. $500 billion. That's the last thing we need in this country is a trillionaire. Well, what we need to do, we don't need to hate. We don't need to cheer on assassins. We don't need any of that kind of stuff. We just need our government to do its job and to raise taxes on the rich. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies and make sure that everybody in America can have a decent place to live. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. and make sure that everybody can have a job that pays a living wage. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies, and make sure that everybody can have good quality health care. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies, and make sure, thank you, and make sure that everybody can have a good public education. Thank you. That's right. So we just raise taxes on Elon Musk and all of his billionaire buddies. But we will leave Elon with 999 million and see if he can get by. Oh, I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather live outside in the open air than try to keep sick people from getting health care. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. One more time, everybody sing along. Here we go. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather walk around in the Bear than see homeless people everywhere. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. I'd rather be a bum than a billionaire. Woo-hoo! And I'll keep on working at it. That's right. We've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. There is no reason for rich people to be having space races while poor people are sleeping in the streets. There is no reason for Coco and all of those robot buddies of his to be having a place to go tonight and be charged up and taken care of, cleaned up, made sure everything's working just fine while there are homeless human beings sleeping in the streets. We've got these Waymo cars, these driverless, I guess they're called autonomous cars, all over Santa Monica and Los Angeles. They can drive on the freeways now. We got these artificial intelligence computers doing all sorts of jobs all around America, while we're pushing more and more poor people out of jobs. We're having more and more of these robots and artificial intelligence do the jobs and pushing more poor people out into the streets. And we're saying things like, well, we got a budget deficit. We got a budget deficit. There's not too much affordable housing that we can build. We gave our governor $24 billion to build affordable housing for the homeless and come up with solutions for people to build affordable housing. Where's the housing, Governor Newsom? I sure hope you're not trying to run for president, because that would be a shame, because you've done a terrible job as governor, especially when you sided with the ultra-conservative Supreme Court in Grants Pass versus Johnson, asking them to give cities and agencies more power to criminalize homelessness. That's just terrible. So we need leaders. We need progressive leaders who are going to stand up for human rights right here in California. We need to show that there is a difference between progressive government and conservative government. I have a lot of friends say to me, well, you know, Wade, the reason that everything is going so badly there in California is because it's run by Democrats. And I say, well, that may be, but there are no Republican programs for the poor. There never have been. Besides Abraham Lincoln freeing the slaves, there have been no Republican programs that were meant to lift up the poor. They've sided with the rich and the powerful for very long, and that's what they're still doing. They're standing up for the rights of poor people to be sent out of this country that have been living here for generations and not been given their rights. They've been used for their labor for generations and not been given their rights. And of course, none of us want violent criminals on our streets, but we have about 20 million people that haven't been given their rights in this country and have been used for their labor for generations. That's right, we haven't had Congress hasn't passed an immigration bill since Reagan was in power. We need to make sure that Congress does its job and stands up for the rights of these people that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights. Because there are some people who want this country to be a class system. They want to have rulers and employers and servants. That's right. They want to have the ruling class and the servant class in this country. And we're supposed to be working against that. We're supposed to be working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. So we don't want to move in that direction. We don't want poor kids to have to become laborers just because they were brought up poor. Now, I'm not saying that nobody should do any jobs that are blue-collar jobs or hard labor jobs. I've done labor jobs myself. I haven't always loved them, but I've done a lot of servant jobs. I understand that you can learn from those jobs, but we need to make it so that everybody can go after their dreams and achieve their goals here in the United States of America. We need to stand up for equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. Because our Constitution, that's what it's all about. The beginning of our Constitution says, "We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union." Now, at the time this Constitution was written, it only benefited rich white guys who owned property. And some people thought that was just the way it should be. But other people said, listen, let's keep working to make it a more perfect union. More perfect. It's not perfect yet. So we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution. And sure, when it was first written, it only benefited rich white guys, but since the beginning, there have been people working to make sure that it is more inclusive, that we give more everybody who's here a right to participate in our democracy. So we have to work to bring those people out of the shadows that have been used for their labor and not been given their rights, and let them find their way to citizenship so they can be part of our democracy. Because we don't want a democracy that excludes 5% of its population because we have people living in shadows because they've been used for their labor and not been given their rights. We want a vibrant democracy where everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity. We don't want an oligarchy or an autocracy. We don't want a government where the rich and the powerful are the only ones who participate in our democracy. We want to make sure that the poor people can participate in our democracy. Just like here on this public promenade. If you are poor and you are on this public promenade, you have the same rights as the richest person in the whole wide world. And I hope you use your rights here on this public promenade. Get out here and speak your mind. Tell people what you think. Share your beliefs, share your thoughts, share your political ideals, your political beliefs. protest, peacefully protest. That's right. That's a beautiful thing about our Constitution is the First Amendment of our Constitution, peaceful protest. And if you're peacefully protesting, I stand with you. I don't even care if I disagree with you. If you are a peaceful protester, I stand with you. If you promote violence or hatred, I stand against you, and I hope you are shouted down. But everybody has a right to peacefully protest in this country, and we need more people to use that right. It's part of your responsibility, your privilege, your duty, especially when we have been giving more and more power to those that are rich and powerful in this country. We need more people to stand up and get involved, to participate. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right. We need to keep working to make sure that everybody has equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity in this country. We don't need a country, a democracy that only benefits the rich and the powerful. We need to make sure that everybody can participate in our democracy, all the people that are here. So we need to bring those people out of the shadows and help them be part of our democracy. You know, for too long, we've had quotas on certain countries. We would have a quota on, like, the country of Mexico, but we would bring more people from Mexico because we needed more workers during picking season or during busy factory seasons or whatever. When there was a lot of work and they couldn't get workers, they would bring people over the border. And they would tell the authorities not to prosecute these people while the picking season was going on. And then after the picking season was over, they'd say, you people got to go back now. We're done with you. You don't have any rights here. And that's been going on for generations. And we need to stand up for the rights of those people. De la Sierra Moreno. How you doing there, Christopher? Good to see you. You doing all right?
I'm all right.
What's happening? Getting by okay?
I'm okay. Flat broke.
Flat broke? Are you homeless?
Yep, I'm homeless.
Are you eating?
Hardly. And God bless you, brother.
Bless you. Good to see you. Christopher, I hope things get better for you.
As you. You know, we're working on it.
All right, keep working on it.
God bless you.
Thank you. Peace. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ese lunar que tiene, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. All right, let's try this again. Everybody sing along. De la Sierra Moreno, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo, de contrabando. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo, junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo, que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Everybody sing along, here we go. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. That's right, so we need to keep standing up for the rights of those who have been used for their labor and not given their rights. And we need to stand up for due process for everybody. Of course, nobody wants criminals on the streets, whether they're from here or there or anywhere. But we don't want people disappearing from our streets either. We don't want to be one of those countries, like one of those countries that all of a sudden your neighbor got taken away and nobody knows why, and nobody can find out any information about them. There are a lot of countries that do that now and have done that in the past, you know, where all of a sudden maybe somebody at school, you know, said something that somebody thought was wrong and they just disappeared. We don't need that happening in this country. We need to stand up for due process, and we need to stand up against criminals. But we need to also tell our president, listen, you have tried to say that you might want to send citizens that are imprisoned in this country, American citizens, you want to send those to El Salvador, to a prison in El Salvador where they don't have any rights, even as prisoners, even prisoner rights? No, we don't do that here in the United States of America. You can't ship off all of the prisoners that we have because they have rights even though they are prisoners. You can't just lock them away in some cave somewhere without any right to contact their lawyers or their families or anything like that. We need to tell our president, you can't do that. And everybody has a right to due process. There are different due process for different due processes for different people, of course. But you certainly cannot send American citizens to another country if they're in prison. He needs to stop saying that he'd like to do that. I'm sure he'd like to do that, but people need to tell him, well, you can't, because we have a constitution in this country. But we also need to stand up right here in California. I know some people just want to talk about Trump every day, all the time. We have to get some things done right here in California. We have to build affordable housing. We have to spend more money on public education. We have to make sure that our healthcare system works for the poor as well as the rich in this state. We have to make sure that people can have a decent place to live. People that are working jobs can't afford a place to live here in California, and we need to change that. So we need some real progressive leaders who believe in human rights. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. On the promenade, in the shadow of the steeple, near the relief office, I see a lot of homeless people, and some are grumbling, and some are wondering Is this land made for you and me? Yes, it is. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's make sure this land is made for you and me. Let's work to make sure this land is made for you and me. That's right, we can do it. It's been done before. Don't let anybody tell you different. Progressive government has shown that it can lift people out of poverty. That's what Franklin Delano Roosevelt and the New Deal did back in the 1930s. Generations of people were lifted out of poverty, and they celebrated him for, I know my grandparents cried when he died. They were very sad because he helped a lot of poor people. If you would not have fallen, then I would not have found you. Angel flying too close to the ground. I wrapped up your broken wing and hung around a while, trying to keep your spirits up and your fever down. I knew someday that you would fly away, 'cause love's the greatest healer to be found. Leave me if you need to, I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Fly on past the speed of sound. I'd rather see you up than see you down. Leave me if you need to, I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. Leave me if you need to, I will still remember. Angel flying too close to the ground. And there are a lot of people mourning the loss of Pope Francis. A lot of Catholics are mourning the loss of Pope Francis. And I guess they're having his funeral tomorrow, or his burial. And he had a good quote. I'm sure he had a lot of good quotes, but there was one I recently saw that I liked. It said, "We must restore hope to the young people, help the old, and open to the future, spread love, be poor among the poor, and include the excluded, and preach peace." Let me say that one more time. Pope Francis, he said, "We must restore hope to the young, help the old, be open to the future, spread love, include the excluded, be poor among the poor, and preach peace. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about hope, it's about joy, it's about bring some home to little girls and boys. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about enough hope to keep them off the dope. Cause when the hope and the joy are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about joy, it's about hope, it's about you, it's about me, it's about you and me working towards equality. It's about me, it's about you, it's about saying Black Lives Matter too. Cause when you and me are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about you, it's about me. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz, se trata de amor, se trata de paz y amor. Se trata de paz y amor. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum, yay. Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom alechem, Evenu shalom, shalom, shalom alechem. It's about peace, it's about love, it's about the only thing my heart needs thinking of. It's about love, it's about peace, it's about a little bit of love and peace at least. Cause when the peace and love are gone, you know must be moving on. It's about peace, it's about love, love, love. Oh, it's all about love. That's right, it's just about peace and love and spreading it around a little better. We have done a very good job of being kind to the greedy in this country. We have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. Everybody finds reason not to build affordable housing, not to make sure that we have programs for the poor and the homeless. You know, we're pushing more and more people, especially here in California after this Prop 36. We're pushing more and more people into jails and prison. We don't need to do that. We don't need to push people into prison because they are homeless and because they have a substance abuse disorder. We need more healthcare professionals on our streets helping these people instead of pushing them down the road. You know, we legalized marijuana here in California, and they say that some of the THC levels in some of the marijuana here is so high that it's causing schizophrenia in many of the teen users. You have to know that when you're opening people up to these drugs, you're going to have some problems, and you're going to have to spend more money on health care. That's right. If you're going to flood society with opioids like the pharmaceutical companies have done for many years, if you're going to fill the society with opioids, then you're going to have to find ways to help people with opioid addictions, right? If you're going to legalize cannabis, you're going to have to help people that have cannabis problems. And you certainly, if you're having more homeless people on the streets with substance abuse disorders, you're going to need to have more professionals, healthcare professionals out in the street. And it'll be much easier to help these people with substance abuse disorders and mental illness if they have a place to live. Having to find a decent place to sleep every night, a safe place to sleep every night, can only add to substance abuse disorders and to mental disabilities. And we need to help those people by giving them a stable place to live, making sure that it'll be much easier to find them for counseling and for substance abuse disorder help if they have a stable address, right? So we need to build a lot more affordable housing. Housing is the main thing that we need to do to help people with disabilities and people with substance abuse disorders. So tell your leaders, your public servants, let's build affordable housing now. We got too many people blaming budget deficits and tariffs and, oh, the tariffs got me down. Oh, the tariffs got me down. They tore down my tent and took my stuff and now I'm sleeping on the ground. Oh, the tariffs. Oh, the tariffs got me down. Oh, if the tariffs went away, you know, I'd have a place to live today, but the tariffs got me down. You know, they used the same excuses when we had the financial crisis. All the people were losing their houses because we were having on the edge of a depression, but Barack Obama helped us get out of that. But you know, all of the rich people rebounded quite well. It was the poor people that lost houses and most of their savings and had to start all over. Many people had to take on another job after the financial crisis was over. A lot of people became homeless during that period. But the rich people did just fine. We have to find a way to lift people out of poverty because the rich people are going to keep doing fine. Rich people are doing fine right now, even though the people are talking about the tariffs. Oh, the tariffs got me down. The tariffs got me down. The tariffs towed away my RV. Now I'm sleeping on the ground. Oh, the tariffs. Oh, the tariffs got me down. If the tariffs went away, you know I'd have a place to live today, but the tariffs got me down. So we got to stop blaming the tariffs and other things. California, we're too rich to have poor people sleeping in the streets. Raise taxes on your billionaires. Make sure that every billionaire pays a lot more in taxes until every human being in California can have a decent place to live. You say, well, if you raise taxes on the billionaires, then all the billionaires will leave California. And I say, bye-bye. If that is your business model, if your government business model is to let billionaires have space races while poor people sleep in the streets, you need to change your business model. And here in California, we need to tell our rich people, you can be rich, but you're going to have to make sure that poor people can have the basics, can have a decent lifestyle here in California. We don't want to be like Texas. We don't want to be like some state that says it's okay for poor people not to have health care and says that poor kids shouldn't have a good education. We want to be a state where poor kids can have a good education and where poor people can have good health care and where poor people can have a decent place to live. That's how we want to be here in California. We don't want to be like one of those poor states that don't care about human beings, human rights. We want to stand up for human rights right here in California. We're living in California, the land of peace and love. Living in California, place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, everything's mostly okay. Living in California, another beautiful sunshine day. Don't let the Trump get you in a slump. We'll get rid of his hump. We're gonna be all right. We're in the land of surf and sand, movie stars, electric cars, and it's a beautiful Santa Monica night. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out just a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Hey, how you doing? Can I help you? Can I give you a few dollars? Sir? Can I give you a few dollars? Yeah? Are you homeless? Sort of? Right now? Doing all right? Peace. You have a good night. That's right. We'll keep working towards a better day. Living in California, everything's mostly all right. Living in California, having fun on the promenade tonight. Woo! That's right. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of great things about California. California is... But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. But California is the second most diverse state in the whole country, behind Hawaii. We have people from different backgrounds, different races, different religions, different ethnicities, different beliefs, different genders, all living together in virtual harmony. But everybody knows there's some things we need to be working on. That's right. California, we have the most billionaires of any state in the whole country, and we have the most homeless people of any state in the whole country. Why is that? That ought to be a crime. There's no reason for so few to have so much when so many have nothing at all. We can do better than that, California. California, we are now the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. We overtook Japan. If California was a country, we would be the fourth largest economy in the whole wide world. That's right. And yet, we are ranked 19th in spending on public education in this country. We are ranked 19th in spending on public education in this country. That is a shame, California. We need to spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. Spend more money on education, so we spend less money on incarceration. That's right. We need to be at the top of the list of spending on public education. And I know everybody says, well, you're not going to spend your way out of this school problem, public school problem. There's other problems. Well, you start by spending the most. Spend the most of any state in the whole country on public education, and put emphasis on the low-income area schools, on the services and programs for those low-income area schools. Keep spending until the rich people want to send their kids to those schools. Then you will know you have done enough. But we need to keep working towards solutions. In California, we have to spend a lot more on affordable housing. That's going to help so many of our problems. We're living in California with people of all kinds. Living in California, sure out a little bit out of our minds. Ooh, living in California, things could be a whole lot worse. Living in California, rest of the country's moving in reverse. Let's not follow them. living in California, the place the whole world's dreaming of. Living in California, go out and spread some peace and love. Hey! That's right, spread the peace and love, especially to those who are in need. Because you know, we've done a very good job of being kind to the greedy. Have to do a better job of being kind to the needy. Today while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today I'll be a rambler and I'll be a rover. You'll know who I am by the song that I sing. I'll feast at your table and sleep in your clover. I'll laugh and I'll cry and I'll sing. Today while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today I won't be contented with yesterday's glories. I can't live on promises day after day. Now is the moment and this is my story. Who cares what tomorrow may say? Today while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today while the blossoms still cling to the vine, I'll taste your strawberries, I'll drink your sweet wine. A million tomorrows shall all pass away, ere I forget all the joy that is mine. Today that's right. We'll keep working on a better day today for better tomorrow for everybody. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, health care for all, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws. And let's say no to the NRA. Tell those gun pimp boys take their killing toys and get the hell away. And let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. So everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Too many people have been dying. Too many sad songs have been sung. Too many families left to crying. Too many death knells have been rung. Let's say no to the NRA, so everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. Too many politicians without solutions. Too many throw their hands up in the air. Now they want to legalize silencers to end noise pollution. You gotta know they just don't care. Let's say no to the NRA. If your congressman takes money from them, vote the other way. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA, so everyone doesn't need a gun just to get through another day. Let's say no to the NRA. Let's say no to the NRA. Hi. That's right. We can keep working on better common sense gun laws in this country. And right here in California, we need to make sure that we follow up on all those red flag warnings and such, so we don't let more of those things happen here. Too many have happened here, right here in California. Staring right at 2025 AD, as if man's atrocities toward man had no history. With just a glance at 2025 BC, we see traces of man's inhumanity to man. It's no mystery. All for one for all. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we heed the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. We should watch, say no, this can't be. When there's a plan by any means for the cleansing of one's ethnicity. And we shouldn't act as though we neither hear nor see. Like the Holocaust of 6 million Jews, 150 million blacks during slavery. All for one for all. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we heed the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for real salvation unless conversation is peace. Whether publicly or privately convened, may love positivity and life's preservation be the basic theme. And should you give your trust to some prophet in life, give him trust, but your faith must stain with the one who paid the ultimate sacrifice. Me for you, oh, for there's no way we reach our greatest heights unless we heed the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. All for one, well for all. There's no way we'll reach our greatest heights unless we heed the call. Me for you, you for me. There's no chance for world salvation unless conversation is peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. Conversation, conversation, peace. Thank you. Stevie Wonder. In the twilight glow I see blue eyes crying in the rain. When we said goodnight and parted, knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday we will meet up yonder. We'll stroll hand in hand again. In the land that knows no parting, blue eyes crying in the rain. Someday we will meet up yonder. We'll stroll hand in hand again. In the land that knows no parting, blue eyes crying in the rain. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. must I dream? Dream, baby, got me dreaming sweet dreams all day through. Dream, baby, got me dreaming sweet dreams, nighttime too. I love you and I'm dreaming of you, that won't do. Dream, baby, you can stop me dreaming, come and make my dreams come true. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. How long must I dream? Dream, baby, got me dream, sweet dreams. Night time. Dream, baby, got me dream, sweet dreams all day through. Dream, baby, got me swimming, dreaming on night time too. I love you and I'm dreaming of you, that won't do. Dream, baby, got me swimming, dreaming, love. Wait a minute, Dream, baby, got me dream, sweet dreams all day through. Dream, baby, got me dream, sweet dreams, nighttime too. I love you and I'm dreaming of you, that won't do. Dream, baby, got me dream, sweet dreams, you can make my dreams come true. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. How long must I dream? Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. Sweet dreams, baby. How long must I dream? How long must I dream? I think it's time to wake up and remember some of those lyrics. What? Like the beat, beat, beat of the tom-tom, when the jungle shadows fall, like the tick, tick, tick of the stately clock as it stands against the wall, like the drip, drip, drip of the raindrops when the summer showers through. So a voice within me keeps repeating you, 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 night and day. You are the one, only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, it's no matter, darling, where you are, I think of you. Night and day, day and night, why is it so? That this longing for you follows wherever I go. Hear the roaring traffic boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you. Night and day, night and day, deep in the heart of me, there's no such a hungry yearning burning inside of me. But this torment won't be through till I can make my life making love to you day and night. Night and day, night and day, deep in the heart of me, there's no such a hungry yearning burning inside of me. And this torment won't be through till I can make my life making love to you day and night. It's been a few days and a few nights since I played that one, I guess. Huh? Oh well. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me, my lover stands on golden sands and watches the ships that go sailing. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I go sailing. It's far beyond the star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my love will see me there soon. We'll meet upon the shore, I will kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again we'll go sailing. It's far beyond the star, it's near beyond the moon. I know beyond a doubt my love will see me there soon. We'll meet upon the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I go sailing. How you doing? Oh, thank you, but I'm not hungry. Thank you, that's very kind. No, thank you. How you doing? Doing right? Huh? You're full. I'm sorry. Well, I hope you find somebody who's hungry. That looks good, but I'm not hungry. You all right?
Yeah.
I'm good. My name's Wade.
Wade!
Hi.
It's
What's
Boo
your-
Boo!
Boo Boo?
Yeah!
Oh, good to see you, Boo Boo. How are you?
Sorry.
Good. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba, ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. No soy marinero, no soy marinero, soy capitán, soy capitán, soy capitán. Bamba, 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 bamba. Para bailar la bamba, para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida, arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba, por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, 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 bamba. Oh, shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Work it all out. I twist so good. I twist so fine. Come on, twist a little closer, baby.
Godmother.
Let it all the way. What?
You already have.
I know.
What's your name?
My name is Wade.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
That's right.
Sorry.
Good to see you. Peace. I'm shaking a baby. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Work it on out. How you twist so good. How you twist so fine. Come on, twist a little closer, baby. I let me know how you mind. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita un poco de gracia. Un poco de gracia para mi partida. Arriba, arriba. Ay, arriba, arriba. Por ti seré, por ti seré, por ti seré. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. And Jesse rose to see the morning sun through eyes of tears and red. Jesse sees that it's a lovely day. I can't see outside my head. Jesse knows about tomorrow. Jesse sees the future clear. Jesse knows in just another day I'll be gone and she'll be here. Jesse takes me through the afternoon, then she leads me into night, and she listens as I play my tune. When there's nothing, she's alright. Jesse carries all my sorrows. Jesse shares with me my joys. Jesse knows I'm bound to run away, 'cause she's my home and I'm her troubled boy. And Jesse flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my bed without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jesse says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jesse knows about tomorrow. Hey. Jesse sees the future clear. Can you see it, Dorian? Peace. Jesse knows in just another day I'll be gone and she'll be here. Jesse flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my head without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight. Jesse says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jesse knows about tomorrow. Jesse sees the future clear. Hey! Thank you, peace. Jesse's laughing in my arms right now, 'cause I'm still gone and she's still here. Jessie flies with the sun each morning. She hears me howl at the moon each night. She jumps into my head without a warning. She wraps me in her love and holds me tight.
After almost 50 years.
Jessie says we're gonna sail away to an island in the sea. And I tell her that that sounds okay, but my life's a mystery. Jessie knows about tomorrow. Jessie sees the future clear. Jessie's dancing in my heart right now, 'cause I'm still gone, she's still here. But Jessie knows, sweet Jessie Rose. For sentimental reasons, I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. I love you, and you alone were meant for me. Please give your love and heart to me, and say we'll never part. I think of you every morning, dream of you every night. Darling, I'm never lonely whenever you're inside. I love you for sentimental reasons. I hope you do believe me. I give you my heart. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly appeared before me, the only one my arms could ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I turned to gold blue moon, and now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Somewhere beyond the sea, she's there watching for me. If I could fly like birds on high, then straight to her arms I go sailing. No more sailing, bye-bye. I could teach the world how to smile. I could be happy all of the while. I could change gray skies to blue if I had you. I could leave the old world behind, leave all my pals, I'd never mind. There's nothing I could not do if I had you. I could cross the burning desert, swim the ocean deep and wide. I I could climb the tallest mountain if I had you by my side. I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There's nothing I could not do if I had you. I could be king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There's nothing I could not do if I had you. There's nothing I could not do if I had you. Mother, mother, there are too many of you crying. Brother, 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 there are too many of you dying. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Father, Father, there's no need to escalate. War is not the answer, for only love can conquer hate. We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket lines and picket signs don't punish me with brutality. Just talk with me and you will see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? Mother, mother, who are they to say we're wrong? Who are they to judge us just because our hair is long? We've got to find a way to bring some loving here today. Picket signs and picket lines don't punish me with brutality. Just talk with me and you will see what's going on. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Time after time, I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've made my life so young, so new. So time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. Time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've made my life so young, so new. So time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving, lucky to be loving, lucky to be loving you. How you doing? Good to see you. All right? How do you keep the music playing? How do you make it last? How do you keep the song from fading too fast? How do you lose yourself to someone and never lose your way? How do you not run out of new things to say? And if you lose yourself to someone, how do you stay the same? And tell me how year after year you're sure your heart won't fall apart each time you hear her name. I know the way I feel for you is now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid that in your eyes I may not see forever, forever. If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it goes. With any luck, then I suppose the music never ends. I know the way I feel for you is now or never. The more I love, the more that I'm afraid that in your eyes I may not see forever, forever. If we can be the best of lovers, yet be the best of friends. If we can try with every day to make it better as it goes. With any luck, then I suppose the music never, ever ends. Don't do too much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. We still going? Well, I've been out walking. Don't do too much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. Let's try that again. Well, I had a lover, so hard to take another. These days, these days. And if I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song, well, it's just that I've been losing for so long. Keep on moving. Things are bound to be improving these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Don't remind me of my failures. I'm well aware of them. Keep on moving. Things are bound to be improving these days. These days I sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Don't remind me of my failures. I am well aware of them. I am well aware of them. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's just a jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring it easy and tight, but its pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. It's so dreamy, or fantasy free me. You can't see me, no, not at all. In another dimension, with voyeuristic intentions, well secluded. I'll see you with a bit of a mind flip. You're into a time slip. and nothing will ever be the same. Spaced out on sensation, like you're under sedation. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Well, I was running down the street just having a think when a snake-like guy gave me an evil wink. Shook me up, he took me by surprise. He shook a pickup truck in the devil's eyes. Stared at me and I felt the change. Time meant nothing, never would again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. One more time. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Just right there. You can just drop it right there. Thank you very much. Peace. I'll be sharing that with the homeless. One more time. Just step a little jump. Thanks. Let's do the time warp again. Just jump to the left and a step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. One more time. Just jump on the left and step to the right with your hands on your hips. Bring your knees in tight, but his pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. Hey! Well, so much for what? Mana tu sole, che bene, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, oh sole, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole, un'aria serena, dopo una tempesta, per l'aria fresca, pare già una festa. Che bella cosa, una giornata e sole. Manna tu sole, che bella oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te. Oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. ahead. Ah, well, you gotta keep trying, you know what I mean? Keep working on a better day for everybody. Keep working towards equal rights, equal justice, equal opportunity, housing the homeless, common sense gun laws, good public education. We can do great things in this country. They have been done before. We need to keep moving forward. There must be lights burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? There must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, oh why can't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud within my dream. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. We can redeem those there must be there must be lights burning bright somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh, why? There must be peace and understanding somewhere. Strong winds of promise that blow away all the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope shines down on everyone, tell me why, why won't that sun appear? We're lost in a cloud within my dream. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling question. Still I am sure that the answer's gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. And while I can think, while I can talk, while I can stand, while I can walk, while I can dream, feeling my dream come true right now, right now. I thought that was going to be the end. But since I had to do it a little bit twice, I think I better play something else. Italy, Italy, ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. Italy, Italy, the hills of old Virginia echo me. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. In the green fields of Virginia, among church folks and kin, you grew up wading in the creek and playing hide and seek and building rock houses for your paper dollies and singing Rock of Ages, clap for me. Let me hide myself in thee. Italy, Italy. Italy, Italy, found her young man from sea to shining sea. She found her some wild boy for her to follow, and left her humble home there in the holler. In the California sun, the journey just begun, with 3 young boys in tow and a wild young husband Joe. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar, sometimes she'd just scream and holler. Hard roads and wild times ahead, she remembered what her daddy said. No, honey, sometimes it's sweet potato pie, sometimes it's root hog or die. Italy, Italy, ain't nothing in this world you need to see. Don't find you some wild boy for you to follow. Just make yourself to home here in the holler. In the 70s by the bay, the years just rocked away in the struggle to survive and keep 5 boys alive. She sure learned how to stretch a dollar. And sometimes she'd just scream and holler. Italy, Italy, followed her young man from sea to shining sea. Found her some wild boy for her to follow, and left her humble home there in the holler. Italy, Italy, had to pull up stakes and move her family. California for a bit, Alabama for a bit, sweet home Virginia didn't fit. Detroit was mostly gray and pain. Minnesota was okay, but the snow never went away. Finally came the thaw, they moved down to Arkansas. Joe and Nada on their own, the boys were up and grown. Sometimes she'd grab him by the collar, say, honey, thank you for taking me from the holler. Italy, Italy, followed her young man from sea to shining sea. She found a way for her to follow, and left her home there in the holler. Italy, 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 Italy. play. Dance with me, make me sway. Like the lazy ocean hugs the shore. Hold me close, sway me more. Like a flower beneath a breeze. Sway with me, make me sneeze. When we dance, you have a way with me. Stay with me, sway with me. Is this still recording? It says low battery, 10%. My battery went down a long time ago, as you can tell. But I hope you're all spreading the peace and love. Keep working towards a better day for everybody. I'll get some rest this weekend, and I'll come out and play some. With a song in my heart, I behold your adorable face. Just a song at the start, but it soon is a hymn to your grace. When the music swells, I'm touching your hand. It tells me you're standing near, and with the sound of your voice, heaven opens its portals to me. Can I help but rejoice that a song such as ours came to be? Yet I always knew I would live life through with a song in my heart for you. Thank you, thank you. Hello, young lovers. Hello, young lovers, whoever you are. I hope your troubles are few. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you. Be brave, young lovers, and follow your star. Be brave and faithful and true. Cling very close to each other tonight. I've been in love like you. I know how it feels to have wings on my heels and to fly down the street in a trance. You fly down the street on a chance that you meet, and you meet not merely by chance. Don't cry, young lovers, whatever you do. Don't cry because I'm alone. All my good wishes go with you tonight. I've had a love of my own. I've had a love of my own like you. I've had a love of my own. Peace and love. Thank you, peace. Peace and love. That's plenty tonight.